Hey YouTubers, JuliaMUsher here. These coronavirus times have been absolutely crazy, am I not right? Nearly all of my in-person classes were canceled and I'm just really missing you guys. If you know me at all, however, you know I'm not one to wallow in self-pity, at least not for too long. And so I've got a solution to all of this corona crisis that I think will make me happier and hopefully you too. What I did recently is partner with Superpeer. It's an online platform that'll allow us to connect for live video calls on any subject you might desire. What might you do? I've got a few possibilities in mind, and I'm sure you can come up with others. But one thought is, if you've watched one of my YouTube videos and you feel it hasn't fully explained something, or you want to dive into some other aspect of it in more detail, we could set up a call to talk about that. If you have been to one of my online classes that haven't canceled, yet you weren't fully clear on a particular technique, or you wanted to explore one technique in more detail, we could actually get together and do side-by-side decorating. If you have a very specific question or technique in mind, just let me know. I can prepare for that, and we can do it side-by-side with some coaching involved. One other thought is we could just talk about the business of cookies. I've had a bakery for a number of years. I've since closed it. I now do YouTube videos, I now have product lines, so there are lots of aspects of participating in cookies that we could talk about together. And one other thought is we could just connect as friends and colleagues and just chat. I'd love to learn more about you. I'd love to know who's watching the videos, what they're liking, what they're not liking. That would just be sheer enjoyment for me. So lots of ways to participate, I think. How do you do it? It's super easy, actually, for both of us. All you have to do is go to the video description, click on the Superpeer link. It'll take you to that platform. Then you sign up for either a 30-minute session or a 60-minute session. I'm offering 2 levels of sessions right now, and that might change in the future. I would highly recommend choosing the 60-minute session if you want to do any kind of decorating side by side, just because that's going to take more prep and typically it's going to take more explanation. You also will have the opportunity to specify what you want to talk about, and I encourage you to be as specific as possible in describing your question or what you want to address. Not a quick sentence, as elaborate as you can possibly be in the space they allow, because that'll allow me to prep properly for the phone call. Once you've selected your option, then Superpeer takes care of all the rest. They schedule, they'll remind you, and then we'll both be given a link that we simply need to tap into at the time of the phone call. When it's all over, the call is recorded, but not distributed anywhere. It's only recorded and kept for a short period of time in case you have some issue with the call. If you felt you weren't satisfied, we have the opportunity to look back on that call and see what happened. So there's some checkpoints in there too. You're assured of getting your money's worth in that call. So speaking of money's worth, and that's a look of shock appearing on the screen, but don't be too shocked. I'm charging simply because I really want to bring my best to you. Some of these calls are going to require some preparation, particularly if we do side-by-side decorating. And also, these YouTube videos that I create on an ongoing basis are very costly for me. So the proceeds from this will support my prep time for these calls, as well as subsidize some of the development time that goes into this channel. At any rate, I hope you find this platform as useful as I'm thinking it's going to be, and I look forward to seeing you on Superpeer in the near future. Till then, live sweetly.